Something really important to me. Okay. And this hangout is not meant to judge anybody. I am not a judgmental person at all. So first of all, I wanted to apologize for yesterday. Not necessarily to who you think I want to apologize to, but to my audience and to my fans and to the people that depend on me for readings, to the people that enjoy my channels, and to the people that have respect for me. But I do want to come and explain. First of all, I will say this, that if you act up in the chat, I'm not going to respond to you. This is not up for debate. Okay? It's not. And it shouldn't have ever been up for debate about why women and men should respect their temple. Okay, so if I have to, I will shut down the chat, because This isn't going to take that long because I'm actually coming back to do some readings. I might go ahead and take it downstairs so that you guys can get a different view of the house. So that I'm not, but this is where I do all of my readings. I do all of my readings sitting right here at this table. When you guys call in for your readings, this is exactly where I'm sitting at. So this is kind of the best position for my camera. And people typically do, kind of go with the place that is the best place for filming. So this is why I'm right here at the corner of the bed. So I have the utmost respect for my body. And the way that you can tell that is that I have the utmost respect for other people's bodies. I have always had the attitude and the intent to always respect myself and to not invite disease and sickness into my body. So this is why I've never been cool with sleeping around. I've never been cool with, sleeping around. It's just been for me. I've never judged people that did it, but for me, that is kind of how actually I was raised. My mother told me to respect my body, and I always have. And the reason why I went the hell off is because I respect myself and I respect and value other women that respect themselves. Okay. So it really makes me angry when, people that are unevolved, and they just don't have a lot of respect for themselves. Obviously, the reason why, it's obvious. It's not just about diseases. It's not just about sexually transmitted diseases, but then again, it's also about not inviting in sexually transmitted demons. Okay. And we've seen what those demons can do. They mess up your mind when you're inviting too much calm energy into your body and on your body. It can create sickness and disease. And the longer you feel that way about yourself, okay, the worse it gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, now everybody has the right to choose how they choose to treat their body. So I'm saying this to all young women and men, that you have to respect your temple. If you don't respect your temple, then your body is going to go down and you are going to be sick. It's not just about survival of the fittest, but also self-preservation. Typically, a person that is trying to preserve themselves and a person that cares about themselves is not going to open themselves up to that kind of sickness and disease. Okay? Also, to women and men, it is very demeaning for anybody to tell you that you have to give yourself up just so someone else can be validated. Because that's all that is about. It's about validation. Okay? And it's about validation for the other person. It's not about validation for you. And if you have a brain and if you have creativity, then you can put those things to work and to action so that you don't have to degrade yourself. Okay? So there's a lot of people that would rather work hard like I have. I've worked hard for the past 20 years. Okay? And that is something that I am proud of. I don't have any reason to be ashamed because I've worked honest jobs. And I've worked myself up to this point. It was because of my honest jobs that I'm even able to be here, because those jobs have put money into my pocket so that I can invest in myself and the things that I want to do. Okay. So I think that a lot of people at the end of the day, and this is not up for debate, if somebody tells you, no, I ain't gonna be associated with that, I'm never gonna conform to that, because I respect myself and I respect other people. Okay. So that's why I'm very passionate about that. I don't care what walk of life, temple, to purify your temple, to do better, to believe in yourself, to have faith. Not only if you don't, there's a lot of people that are atheists. If you just believe in yourself and you have faith in yourself to your ability, then that is what I am about. Okay? I'm not about a defeatist attitude. I'm not about just giving up. There are a lot of people that will start something and don't get what they want, and they'll just give it up. And it's because they don't have the brain power nor the respect for themselves to do better. So I wanted to come and let you guys know personally. And also I want to say thank you to the beautiful sister that shot me the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Eventually I will return that favor. So I just wanted to say that I've been lucky. I've been very lucky. I've been very blessed. There's a lot of people that have been through hell in their life. There's a lot of people that go through this, that go through that. Hey, City, how are you? There's a lot of people that go through a lot in their life. And I think at the end of the day, if you have the foresight to see better for yourself, you have to have that. You do have to respect yourself. And it doesn't matter where you're at in life. I mean, you can be 20, 30, 40, 50, and you can turn your life around and do better. That's what I am here for. I am here to inspire you to do better. Even my enemies, I should be inspiring them. That's why they invoke my name. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm back, y'all. The only thing I can do is try to be an inspiration for you to do better with your life. And it's not necessarily that I'm going to speak directly to you. And I am speaking directly to you. You can do better in life. Okay, so that's why I am here. I cannot ever let that knock me down off of my square. Now, when I see somebody doing obvious wrong, I am going to defend people, including myself. You know what I'm saying? And I am so serious about that when it comes to the protection of myself and my children, especially my children. They come first. So when I see somebody trying to directly hurt my children, oh my God, you can see how I get. You can see how I am. I get that way for other people. I don't get that way with my children because I gave birth to them. Okay. Those are mine. Okay. And they're not mine. They have their own separate journey. But whatever is considered to be mine, whatever is considered to that is a part of me is going to be protected. And I will go there to protect my family. And I feel very, very strongly about that. So I'm all about the respect of the body. I've always been that way. And you can tell because I have preserved my body, haven't I? Okay. I have did a very good job of loving myself. And that's the first love is self. When you love yourself, you're going to love other people and you can show love to other people. Okay. And it's not just monetarily. Okay. You can show love in so many different ways. Love is respect. You can't love somebody without respecting them. Okay. All right. All right. So respect is for self. You have to look out for yourself first. Okay. And I just want to remind you of the statistics from the CDC when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases. Okay. Be careful with that. Be careful with accepting anything in your temple. Okay. This is why, there is no disease or sickness or anything nasty coming out of my body, because I don't let it enter. I'm very picky about that. And I think everybody else should be also. So I'm gonna hop off camera real quick, and I got to pull up some statistics, and just to remind you of the sexually transmitted diseases that you can get by not respecting your temple. Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm going to look at the report online. I don't want to download it. We all know about the sexually transmitted diseases that can be spread: chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, chancroid, and of course, HIV/AIDS. All right, let's look at the special focus STDs, which is STDs in women and infants. Chlamydia infections in women are usually asymptomatic, and screening is necessary to identify it. So if you are sexually active in particular with a bunch of people, you need to be tested. Typically, if you are not sexually active and you are celibate, then you don't have to worry about those STDs. And hopefully, before you lay down and have sex with someone, you're making sure that they don't have anything. It's nothing wrong with telling a person, hey, we need to go down to the doctor to get tested because I care about my body. Okay. Gonorrhea, also asymptomatic. It's important to be screened on this stuff. Congenital syphilis. Syphilis is horrible. Syphilis will cause you to lose your mind. There's a lot of people that are walking around with syphilis, and they don't have symptoms at first, but the symptoms of syphilis do show up shortly after you're infected. Okay. Herpes simplex virus. That's another infection that you can get, and it actually kills people. A lot of people think, oh, it's just herpes. No, herpes can kill you, and it can also kill your unborn child. Okay. Pelvic inflammatory disease. Okay. A couple of other diseases that I want to discuss is HIV and AIDS. This is still a big problem. I believe that a lot of these diseases are spiritual. I believe they are created out of people with a general lack of respect for their bodies. Okay. There is an increase of chlamydia. A lot of people, when they think about diseases, they only think about women for some reason. That's so funny. But, when we're looking at gay, bisexual, and men that have sex with other men collectively, they are getting chlamydia infection at an increasing rate since 2015. Also gonorrhea, there has been an increase of reported gonorrhea of 18.3% among men and 6.8% among women. Okay, and they say that it's the largest increases in the West and the South. All right. Syphilis, the syphilis rate actually increased among men 18% and women 27.3%. Okay, so this is a disease that will kill you. Syphilis can kill you if you're not treated fast enough for it. So a lot of people, they're not actually getting treatment for these diseases. And this is, and you know what, at that moment, when you are disrespecting your body, you're not thinking about that. You're only thinking about the instant gratification, and you need to think beyond that. Okay? Chlamydia increased in Blacks in 2015, and also American Indians, Alaskan Natives, Native Hawaiians, Hispanics in 2015. The rate of reported chlamydia cases among Hispanics was 372.7 cases per 100,000 populace. Okay. For some reason, for whites, when you look at the CDC, it does say that the rate of infection is lower, and it's kind of because a lot of people, have a tendency to think of themselves as dirty. They think of themselves as, not good enough or not as good as that ethnic group. And so they end up doing things, you know what I'm saying, that are just completely out there, that make no sense. If you're respecting your body, you don't have to worry about this. Gonorrhea in 2015, 42.2% of reported gonorrhea cases were reported by Blacks. Okay. Primary and secondary syphilis increased in 2015. A lot of these people are not being treated, and syphilis will cause you to have dementia. Okay, so I actually shared a little bit of information on my Facebook last night about syphilis and how syphilis typically doesn't have symptoms. Okay, not right away. And syphilis will actually eventually cause brain degeneration and mental illness. So if you're, not being treated for these diseases and you're actively having sex with people, and if you respect yourself and you respect other people, then you would more than likely not infect other people with disease. So that's the message that I wanted to give it to you guys today about respecting your body. And that is why I went off yesterday, because I have a lot of respect for my body, and I have a low to zero tolerance for people that don't respect their own bodies and for people that don't respect my body. Okay. You're not allowed to enter my temple, which includes my body and my house, if you don't have respect for yourself and if you don't have respect for me. That is the bottom line. That is never going to be up for debate. And if you don't respect that, please go. If you respect the fact that I am who I am and you respect the message, then go ahead and continue to subscribe. You're going to get a lot of good spiritual information on this channel, and also your readings. So the readings is kind of the fun part. I know that for the most part, you guys get really excited about your cards. And so I am going to come today with you guys' readings for today. I hope that you guys understand me. A lot of times when I'm fighting and battling the demons, that you come to me, because a lot of people come to me to get cleanses. Okay, that is exactly how I have to protect you. I have to literally scare that shit away from you. And sometimes my spirits will come through and they will show out. They will show up and they will show out when it comes to protecting the mind, body, and spirit in your temple. That is so important. And a lot of people, if you don't stay in that, if you do not stay in that, then you can throw away your whole life and you not even realize it. And people that have done that, they have lost hope. And you don't have to lose hope in your life just because you have herpes, HIV infection, or syphilis. You've got to be positive. The reason why that disease was able to manifest in your body was because of negativity and evil. All right. And I don't go around saying that I can cure these diseases, because that's something that you have to come and talk to me about personally. Okay. So I don't really talk about a lot of the stuff that I do. I am, in fact, a healer. I am, in fact, a high priestess, and I'm also a psychic empath. Okay. So what I do over here is real. I give real, authentic readings to people. Okay. I do real spell work that works. All right. So I just wanted to come and have that talk with you guys. I hope that what I have said has an impact about how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the people around you, how God or whatever higher power you want to believe in, if it's yourself, if it's intelligence and logic, hey, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Because intelligence and logic is very important. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you have more questions about what I'm talking about, if you haven't been raised in that spirit of respecting yourself, you can start now. All right. Because that evil entity is constantly going to follow you around and, you know, try to put its demons off on you. All right. So I will see you guys later. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Also, right now, my 30-minute readings are on sale for $25. Have a wonderful day, and make sure that you hit the bell notification. And then also follow me on Facebook so that you can be notified whenever I have like the free live readings on the channel. I'll see you guys later. Namaste.